Good morning, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the Australian Open. And I wanted to come on and talk about Rafa's biggest test yet by far. Fabio Fognini, I think that this is really going to show us where Rafa is physically. We know that Rafa's back is hurting, according to Rafa and his team. Although I think for most people watching, it might be tough to tell. Like, is he really hurt? It looks like he's playing pretty well. It looks like he's moving pretty well. When you have a bad back, which I have a bad back, it can be debilitating. You can't even move. The idea of serving, running, bending, sprinting, it's unthinkable for most people when they have back pain. So, that Rafa is out there playing the way he's playing is, first of all, this goes to show how tough he is, and also has, I think, everybody wondering, well, how bad is the injury? And he actually said in his last match against Cam Norrie, it was the first match he felt like he could serve and almost go back to his normal serve. He was serving a little bit differently to kind of help the back pain. But I will say that, at least from what I see, and let me know what you guys think. I came on live because I want to have feedback from you guys. From what I see, Rafa looks good, but he doesn't look superhuman like sometimes he does. I think when most people play Rafa at this point and they step on the court with him, even Rafa, who's not at full strength, appears to be superhuman to them, right? I mean, because he's just so good. Most people he can still take care of, even when he's not 100%. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. When I watch Rafa play at the French Open final and all throughout the French Open, but especially when he's going against Djokovic, two players arguably could both argue to be the best players ever in the sport, but Rafa's got the 20 now, so he's definitely got the edge. But there were several matches leading up to that match, that final against Djokovic, where many times when Djokovic and Nadal went head-to-head in points, and it was about sprinting and speed, defending and offense, and all that amazing, kind of brand that we see both of them play, where they can go from defense to offense super quick and hit drop shots. Rafa was always running faster to me at the finals of the French Open, where in many matches, Djokovic had that advantage when he would take advantage of Rafa. So Rafa was clearly faster, sharper than Djokovic in the finals of the French. That's why he won relatively easy. When they have so many amazing battles, that was really not one of them. And when I watched Rafa play Cam Norrie the other day, even though Rafa won 3 sets, although 2 of them were pretty tight, I didn't get that same feeling. I felt like in a couple of those battles, offense to defense, drop shots, Cam Norrie sometimes looked and appeared to be faster than Rafa. And to me, that concerns me with him going against Fabio Fognini, because when you look at Fabio, this guy, I think when Rafa is 100%, right, he destroys everybody that is not Novak Djokovic, and maybe Roger sometimes. But for pretty much everybody else after that, Rafa, if he's 100% and he's feeling good, he's going to win. But when he is not 100%, Fabio Fognini is a very tough opponent for him. That is not a good matchup. Let me know what you guys think. I do not like this matchup for Rafa if he is not 100%. If you look at what Fognini has been able to do to him when he is not 100%, it almost appears that Fognini likes his ball. So when Rafa's ball and his movements at 100%, it bothers everybody in the world. But when it's just a little off, when he's not getting the RPMs going as much as he normally does, maybe his service doesn't have as much spin and bite and getting away from his opponent, maybe he's just not moving quite as fast as he always does, Fabio Fognini is one of those rare players in the world who looks like he loves Rafa's ball, loves to play against Rafa, relishes in it, gets in the zone, and goes beast mode on Rafa. I just have, and I'm not going to pull it up for you guys, but I'm just looking at their head-to-head. And if you look at their last couple of heads-to-head, Fognini has done very well. At the ATP Masters 1000 in Canada, Rafa won, but in the first set, Fognini was in the zone and beat him 6-2. So in short bursts, Fognini can really, really get in the zone against Rafa and handle him quite easily. I mean, not many people can beat Rafa in a set 6-2 very easily. That's a very rare thing to do. But he did, but then he lost the next 2 sets. I think Fognini, if you look at his weakness, when he's he's a little bit of a hothead. He's kind of like Nick Kyrgios and some other players where you just don't know when he might tank or just kind of lose it mentally. But when he's in the zone, he's scary. And he's been able to dismantle Rafa on clay. At the ATP Masters 1000 Monte Carlo, a tournament that Rafa's won, I think, 11 or 12 times, something ridiculous like that, he beat him 6-4, 6-2. He beat Rafa on clay 6-4, 6-2. Why did he do that? How did he do that? Because Rafa was not 100%. That's why. That's how. Okay? So when Rafa is not at his devastating best, Fognini can literally take it to him and destroy him. I remember watching that match on clay. Rafa was definitely off, but Fognini was in the zone. He did not give Rafa any chance to get any kind of rhythm, feel comfortable out there, and it was a rare sight to see Rafa being handled so easily on clay. But we also know that he was not 100%. 2018, again, on clay, 4 sets. Fognini wins the first set. Then Rafa handles him really easily. Okay, they had another 3-set match where Rafa won very, very tight, 7-6, 3-6, 6-4. Again, this is a Masters 1000 in Madrid. Okay, the Madrid. So that's another clay court tournament. So on Rafa's best surface, even Fognini loves to play with him. One of the biggest upsets of Rafa's career, US Open 2015. So this goes to show also that Fognini knows that even when he's down, he can even come back against the toughest competitor the sport has ever seen. Fognini loses the first 2 sets, relatively routine, 6-3, 6-4 to Rafa. Then he comes back to win 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. Okay, so Fognini and Rafa knows it, and Fognini knows it. They have a long history. They played a lot of matches against each other. And Fognini is not going to be afraid of Rafa. He is going to be looking forward to this match. He wants to play Rafa. I think he is playing so well. First of all, he's won a tough 5-set match, very heated match he won. And then he came back yesterday and destroyed de Minaur, okay? It's not quite the same because the Australian crowds are not there in full effect. We know that, but he beat de Minaur, a very, very tough player in Australia, and destroyed him. This player is very, very good. If you ever watch Alex de Minaur play, the guy is really, really good. And Fognini just wiped the floor with him. So let me know what you guys think. I think that this is a very, very, very tough matchup for Rafa, especially if he is not at 100%. And I think that this is going to be a tough, tough tournament for him to win. Because just the idea that you know that you're carrying an injury and you know the rest of the field knows that, that's exhausting, right? That to carry that weight of being a champion and to always being expected to win and to want to win the tournament, just the mental exhaustion of knowing, okay, I'm a little hurt. I've got to be careful. I've got to be smart how I play my matches. I maybe can't go all out like Rafa likes to go out every single point. Rafa loves to pride himself on, like, I love to play every point like it's my last point. Like, that's a direct quote from Rafa. Rafa literally has said, I play every point like it's my last point. Well, if you have an injury, you can't play every point like it's your last point, especially when you're looking at the prospects to win the tournament of playing Fognini, who's done very well against you, maybe having to beat Tsitsipas, who's looking incredible and is very confident, saying he thinks that he can win this tournament, playing against Medvedev, who is, we all know what Medvedev can do. Medvedev is really tough. He's an exhausting player to play, and he's playing very well. And Rafa knows how tough he is. When they played a fantastic match at the US Open where Rafa won the first 2 sets, lost the next 2 sets, and just had a heroic fifth set, was able to just get all his energy, went in Rafa mode, got super mentally tough, and was able to fight off Medvedev to just escape with another US Open title. And then if he does all that, if Novak Djokovic can get healthy, which is another big question mark, is Novak healthy? Is he not healthy? He gets through again today against Milos Raonic, which, by the way, I got my Australian Open hat on. I watched last year Novak Djokovic played Raonic. I was fourth row Labor Arena watching that match. So what a difference a year makes. But Djokovic, again, looked very, very tough. Raonic played a great match, but Djokovic, if he's hurt in the core, like they say he is, and it hurts for him to turn and hit ground strokes and to sprint, I mean, he did a lot of that today, and he hit a lot of tough forehands on the run, full stretch, and came back with plenty of power cross court with a great, powerful angled forehand, slide on the backhand, full open stance, stretching, getting that ball back. So you just never know with just how mentally tough these guys are, how badly they're hurting. And especially they have the best physio trainers in the world, the miracles that they can perform in between matches to get these guys ready to go. And then their mental toughness and their will to win can maybe carry them through a couple more matches, but maybe they're just not quite there to win the full tournament. That's the big question mark I think we're looking at with Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. So this tournament, like the US Open, is a very good opportunity for us to have a new person holding up a Grand Slam title. What do you guys think? Will it be Rafael Nadal or Novak Djokovic holding up another Grand Slam title, which we're used to seeing year after year after year after year? Or will this be another opportunity? Will we have another different result where we see a new Grand Slam champion? I want you guys to comment. I want to know what you all think about this. I think it's going to be an interesting couple of days for Rafael Nadal. And I think that how he plays Fognini is going to be a big statement, right? If he gets through it, like, is he going to have a dogfight and, escape in 5 sets? I think if he does that and wins in 5 sets, again, it will show that he's able to go physically for 5 sets. But if I'm his opponent, I'm again getting excited knowing that he might be a little hurt and he just went 5 sets and, he's not in superhuman mode and maybe I can beat him. That's how I would think if I was Tsitsipas. But if he goes out there and he destroys Fognini, which everybody knows that Fognini, when he's on, is tough to beat. If he can destroy Fognini in 3 quick sets, that makes a statement like, you know what? I'm getting over the back injury. I'm ready to win this tournament. I took out somebody who can really, really challenge me, and I beat them really badly. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that match goes. I see that this could be an upset. Obviously, if someone said, hey, Pete, put money on it, you never bet against Rafael Nadal. You just don't bet against Rafael Nadal. Don't do that. You would have lost a lot of money if you would have done that in your career, if you're a gambler. But if somebody says, hey, Pete, you have to put money on this, I'm putting it on Rafael Nadal. However, if someone tells me, hey, guess what? There's just a big upset. Rafa lost to Fabio. I would not be surprised because we know he's not 100%, and we know that Fognini is really, really tough. He's playing really well, and he likes to play Rafa when Rafa's not 100%. So that's it for this video. Comment. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to win the Australian Open in 2021? What are going to be the upsets? We've already had a big upset with Dominic Thiem going out really, really easily and quickly to Grigor Dimitrov. What was up with that? Does anybody know what was up with that? I did not see that match. I just saw the result. I woke up and I'm like, wow, he got smoked. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe you guys can let me know why was that? Was he just way off, or is he also carrying an injury? That's another thing. This whole quarantining thing and the players not able to have normal preparation leads to more surprises, more injuries. Again, another reason why we might have a different champion this year. So comment below. Let me know what you think. If you've never seen this channel before, we are a tennis channel. We love tennis instruction. I love to come in from time to time and comment on the big matches, what's going on, and look forward to helping you with your tennis game. Take care and have a great day, guys.